Yeah, Simon Candy from Melbourne, Australia. I found Tom on the net through articles, and I read quite a few of those before I found his site. I went to Tom's website, and I sort of read through the sales pages on the website, and just the stuff that Tom could offer seemed really good. Even though I'm not a medal player at all, and Tom's obviously a medal player, but I could still see that just his ideas and ways of teaching could really benefit me. So I pretty much signed up for correspondent lessons with Tom straight away once I'd sort of gone through the website, and it's just been a real eye-opener with the way he teaches, the integration of concepts that he'll give you, and just having that real structured strategy, not just week to week lessons, but things that you can see from one lesson to the next, really develop and continue to work on your technique and your theory and oral skills and those types of things. So I'd played a long time, 20 years before I really got onto Tom, and I'd had a lot of lessons and I'd taught and played, but I can really see improvements in my technique, sweeping and picking, which weren't strong parts of my playing. But that's come a long way in 18 months of having the lessons with Tom, and just ways to teach too, because I'm a teacher. So even that alone, to see how Tom teaches me, I can use those concepts and those ideas to teach my own students. So that's also an added benefit that I get from the lessons. I feel like he has a good gauge of where you're at as a player and what you need. And there just seemed to be so much more stuff in the lessons from week to week than what you'd ever get with an hour or so with a one-on-one lesson, way more. So I think that and the forum, I think I'd pay the money just for the forum. That alone would be fine. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. So that is massive. Definitely a lot better by a mile, which I wouldn't have thought of at first. Initially, just thinking correspondence lessons online doesn't seem like you'd have the same sort of results or attention, from your teacher like Tom. But better because you can go back to stuff. It's all there. It's not just sort of delivered verbally to you and you hope to remember it, in weeks and months to come. You got way more stuff in one lesson than what you get, I reckon, in 10 lessons. 10-hour lessons with a private teacher one-to-one would be about the equivalent, I think, of one correspondent lesson with Tom. So there's that, and being able, like I said, being able to go back to it because it's all there in PDF files and video files and MP3s, and it's all there in your account, so it's organised week by week. And the forum, again, I mean, you can go have lessons down at shop or at school, but you don't really have contact with anyone at any time of the day, like you can on the forum, and they're doing exactly the same thing as you, same teacher. You can help people, you can get help, with the forum. So again, the forum's awesome, really good. So all those things, I mean, you just don't get that with private teachers or one-to-one lessons in the typical traditional way. I think the price for the lessons is that's nothing. It's I think it's pretty cheap, to be honest. I don't mean that in a bad way. Cheap's not a good word, but I just think it's great value, awesome value. I mean, you can pay that for one-to-one lessons, and you just don't get the same results and support with the forum and the content and the strategies, not just week-to-week stuff. That's got no sort of coherence to it. So I've got no problem with the investment I make. I mean, it's an investment, so what's the point of paying an average teacher half the money for no result or very little result? So it's an investment that if you stick with it, you'll get the results. So it doesn't even enter my mind. Other teachers I've had, they've been good players, and some have become good friends too, but when I've started lessons with Tom, I can have something to compare that to, and you know, a lot of it's just sort of teaching songs, you know, from week to week, and you know, a lot of the lesson can be left up to you. You know, you'll go to your lesson and it'll be like, what do you want to do today? And it's, you know, at the time I just thought, oh well, we'll do this song or that song, or but with time you start to realise that, you know, there's more to it with the goals, and you know, he's sort of more in sort of contact with what you want to be able to do as a player, because he's asking the questions and then setting up the strategies, and so, you know, I find that, you know, really good. Yeah, I mean, I can see more result in 18 months, you know, in a lot of areas of my playing than you know, 20 years. So it's sort of, you know, would have been great 20 years ago to have met Tom, but you know, you can see the difference definitely, and it helps me because I teach as well. So, you know, like I said earlier, it's you know, great for that as well. The forum's great to have the contact with people who are doing exactly the same thing as you, and you know, on the forum they're like-minded people. Everyone's you know, investing in their playing. It's not a public forum, which I think's great. So automatically you're getting, you know, great people to interact with, you know, and you meet up online, and being here at Hess Fest is, you know, awesome. It'll make, you know, I'll go back to the forum and it won't be the same. It'll be, you know, have that connection with people that you've met here, and it's just sort of more real, I guess, once you've met people, and so it's been an experience. It's been great. So yeah, I think, you know, you can just get a lot of support and motivation and inspiration, and even just helping other people helps you too. You know, sort of makes you think about things, and trying to explain something to someone sort of helps it, you know, clarify for me as well. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, the forum helps me get more out of my lessons, because I can you know, I can post something asking about a certain lesson, and there's always going to be someone that's done it or is doing it and gone off for their advice on something, or, you know, I can search on it and come up with a post, yeah, a past thread on a certain topic, and most times you find something that's relevant. So that's pretty handy, because you can get something, you know, without having to wait around for someone to respond. Not that that takes that long, but you can get a lot of information from past posts, you know, over 4 or 5 years really, I guess. So yeah, it's great. That helps a lot.